Hi, Capricorn. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for October 2021. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in October 2021 and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you. And remember, these are general readings. Also, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign are going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Ascendant, and Capricorn Moon. The tarot deck I'm using in these readings is the Taramuka Tarot deck. All that being said, Capricorn, now on to your October 2021 Psychic Tarot reading. The first card you have, Capricorn, is the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is a card that symbolizes sadness, loss, and or regret. But not all hope is lost, because two cups are still upright while the other three are spilled over. So it doesn't mean all hope is lost. There's something that you're going to feel like you've wasted too much time, effort, and energy on that could be feeling like, so you could be feeling regretful about that. You may have looked up to somebody that now you feel is the wrong person to have looked up to. This could even be like, maybe there were some people out in the world that were, actors or musicians or famous people or politicians or somebody that you really looked up to, respected, had a lot of faith in, and now you may be having a lot of regrets about that in the month of October. Some kind of dream or goal or reality is kind of been is shattered for you in October. You may have felt like something was going to work out in your favor, and it didn't. For some of you, this could even be job related. So if you felt like, oh, my job's going to go back to normal, maybe it didn't. Or, oh, now life is going to go back to normal, maybe it's not. Or a love relationship is going to, get back on track or continue on and be normal, and maybe it didn't. Or it could be in a family situation or a friendship situation, but something that you thought that was going to go back to normal or continue on in a really good way, you're finding out in October that that's not happening. Now, maybe this isn't a permanent condition. I don't know. For all of you Capricorns, it could be different. It's like you trusted something to work out and you're finding out it's not, or it didn't work out in October, or it's not working out. You may have put a lot of faith in some kind of system. What system? Government system? Worldwide system? System at a job? System of something else? Banking system? Financial system? Could be a lot of systems out there that you may have put your faith in and thought, yeah, this is going to work out, and you're finding out it's not, or it's disappointing to you how it's going in October. You may even find out, I hear the word tyranny going on. So there's some tyranny happening. And you may be really trying to analyze your life or situations like, where do I go now? What do I do now? Where do I go now? You may have held up some really strong hope and ideal, again, for some goal, some dream, some vision, some ideal of something. And now you may feel like you've got to reassess You're reassess things and analyze, reassess, reevaluate. And you may even feel like something may feel to you that fell apart or didn't work out, or system breakdown or tyranny or whatever it is, happened really quickly. You may feel like, wow, that was super fast. So the next card you have is Four of Swords, which is a pause, a meditative state, a resting phase, a recuperation from an illness. It could also be prayer. You may be thinking of how you can better yourself, better your life, better yourself. Maybe you want improved health. You may feel really very much in October like your energy and your strength has been sapped. You may feel very drained and tired or worn out. You may feel like you want to take a pause from life, from society. You may want to go to therapy, or maybe could be like spiritual therapy, could be traditional therapy, but I'm hearing working on things from the inside out. So you may be doing a lot of self-analysis and also, or analysis through, therapy. It could even be like 12-step programs, or, I don't know, spiritual counseling, or some other, type of therapy or counseling. Could even be Reiki or other types of energetic healing you might be looking into. The issue of distrust comes up here. So I feel like you're having distrust in either a person or in a system. My guides keep using that word over and over again. It's going to be like a whole new world, or a whole new world out there for you, but I don't feel like you're really going to see this whole new world the way you really would be happy with or like till about December, or maybe even going into January. You may be really looking at, what can I rectify? What can I heal? Some of you may not be feeling well from something that you ingested. Now, ingested to me means eat. So you could have eaten something that, like food that was tainted with something, maybe chemicals, or, try to eat organic if you can, because it could be some kind of pesticides, or maybe you just ate food that didn't agree with you, or that was turning bad and you didn't know it, so you could maybe get food poisoning. But you may have ingested something that's not making you feel well in October. Any of you that have been depressed, try not to resort to chemical abuse or substance abuse of any kind, drugs, alcohol. That's not going to solve any depression. So you have to be careful you don't resort to that. You may feel in some way, some part of your life kind of got rocked, tumbled around, turned upside down, and you're like recovering. You're in like recovery mode from that. The card you have next is Strength, which makes a lot of sense for your first two cards. And this is accessing inner courage and inner strength, having courage and strength over adversity, spiritual power over the material world, taming the savage beast in yourself or in a situation. It could even be dealing with a Leo. You're going to, I hear the collective consciousness of Capricorn going, I'm going to rebuild again. So whatever you feel got rocked, torn down, dissipated, fell apart, you're going to rebuild. If it was a business that failed, or a love relationship, or whatever it was, you're going to rebuild. You're not going to, come on, you're Capricorn. Who are we kidding? You're not going to stay down. Capricorns don't stay down for long. They may get depressed, or they go through feelings of depression, sadness, or feeling disgruntled, but they always, all the Capricorns I've ever known, pick themselves up by their bootstraps and get back to it. Eventually, some take longer, some can do it faster. It's different, but let's not underestimate the strength of Capricorn. I mean, seriously. I do feel like the tides start to turn in your favor, but I don't feel like they're turning in your favor right now. And if you're like, this doesn't make any sense to me, she's nuts, watch your rising sign, watch your moon sign. Maybe this isn't for Capricorn's sun sign. I can't judge that. I don't know, because some people are like, wow, that really spoke to my rising sign. And other people are like, wow, that was dead on for my moon sign. Or wow, that made sense for my sun sign. I can't evaluate that here. It's a general reading. So, I can give you what my guides get. Like, I want the best for you. I don't want crappy cards to show up. But you have to, some months, this is how it's going to go. You're going to reevaluate where you are. You're going to rebuild something. You're reevaluating your life. You're reevaluating structures. You're rebuilding your life, or rebuilding an aspect of your life. You're going to stand up to anybody or any situation where you feel like you've been oppressed or knocked down. You are going to have courage and bravery and strength to stand up against, whether it's a system, a boss, a job, a situation, a person. Like, you're going to stand up to it, Capricorn. Even though this other stuff came before it, you're going to stand up, and you're going to rebuild and reevaluate, restructure, rebuild, and you're going to be strong again. So, you're not going to be down for long. If you feel knocked down, it's not for good. You may have to decide to take on new challenges, new pursuits. A lot of things are going to come out in the air, and your conscience is going to feel clear. Even if you're like, well, I wasn't doing anything wrong. But if you were like holding in thoughts or feelings about someone, or keeping back, like holding things back, you're going to express it. It's going to come out in the air, and you are going to feel clear. Your conscience is clear. You're going to clear the air. Next card you have here is Three of Swords. Now, I can't put a positive spin on this. I really can't, but we'll see what the guides have to say. Three of Swords is usually heartbreak, sadness, or loss. In the old days of tarot reading, they would call this the divorce card. So there could be some kind of breakup here that happens, or some kind of heartbreak or sadness could show up. You may have felt troubled by so many things. You may have felt troubled by a relationship. You may have felt like you may have been in a relationship where you felt stabbed 3 times. Maybe they did 3 things that really ticked you off. And you're dealing with it or facing it. You, Capricorn, you may also have felt unjustly accused of something. So you could have a partner, or a love partner, or a family member, or a friend, or somebody at work, or a boss, or higher ups could be accusing you of something that you didn't do, and that you feel that this is unjust. You may even find out that there's been somebody saying some disparaging remarks about you, gossiping about you, saying negative things about you. You could find that out through the grapevine. Some of you may find that out, and that could be the heartbreak here, or the feeling stabbed. And you may feel like really hurt to the core, because you may feel and believe, and I'm not saying you're wrong, that you were a down-to-earth person, a good person. So you may feel like this is totally unjust. This could also be that you had faith in somebody, faith and trust in somebody that could have really let you down and disappointed you. And, you know, you're not going to take this lightly. You're going to reveal to this person how you feel about them, how you feel about what they did. It's not something you're going to keep to yourself here. Remember, in the strength card I got, you were going to clear your conscience and clear the air. You may feel like this has sapped your strength, sapped your energy, that it's taken a toll on you, like it's taken a lot out of you, like something's been taken away from you. This could be faith in someone or in a situation. It could be trust in someone or in a situation or circumstance. Like you may have had a lot of faith, trust, belief in something. And maybe it's not a person. Maybe it's things going on out in the world. Maybe you had faith and trust in something going on out in the world, and now you don't have faith and trust in it anymore. Only you're going to be able to answer, Capricorn, what this is. It could be a friend, a love partner, a family member, a boss. But if it's not it could be somebody you valued out in the world, a famous person, a politician, somebody else. If it's not a person, it's a system. Think about it. To get more psychic messages and predictions from my spirit guides, please check the description box below this video for the links for my most recent videos for Vimeo. I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you more accurate predictions for your astrological signs. These links and descriptions are also available on the videos page of my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Thank you. The last card of your reading, Capricorn, for October 2021 is Eight of Cups. An Eight of Cups is turning away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking, and heading off in a new direction with the stick of power and control in your hand. And even though the direction is, the journey is unknown, you're still willing to take it. So you're turning away from something emotionally here. You may have put all your eggs in one basket, and all your hopes, wishes, and dreams may have been riding on a certain love relationship or a certain job or some certain circumstance or situation or something going on out in the world. And now you're feeling like, okay, that didn't work out. But, you know, you're wiser now, Capricorn. This has been a great learning experience for you. You're going to hone your skills, sharpen your brain. You're going to become stronger, wiser, more of a force to be reckoned with than you already were. This is going to, like, at first it's going to knock you down and it's going to disappoint you, sap your strength and energy, and be a disappointment. But you're going to be like the phoenix here. You're going to rise from the ashes. You're going to be stronger, better, wiser, more empowered. Like, this is going to be like plugging you into an electrical socket. And it's going to supercharge you up, even though it may feel like it won't. In the long run, you're going to be like, oh yeah, you thought you knocked me down or fooled me or sucked me in and all this disappointment, but now watch what I'm going to say and do. You're going to be inspired to achieve more, know more, learn more. You are going to be brave, just like you got in the Strength card, courage and bravery. You're going to be brave. Situations that have been daunting and oppressive to you, you're going to walk away from it. If you've been in an abusive relationship, you're going to walk away from it. You're going to leave it. Now, for some of you, it could be, maybe you're like, well, I'm not in an abusive relationship. Well, maybe you aren't physically abused, but have you been emotionally abused, psychologically abused, mentally abused? You got to think about it. Somebody told me that years ago. They said, they made a comment to me about that I was in an abusive relationship. Somebody was abusing me. And I'm like, well, I wasn't physically being abused. And the person that was talking to me said, no, you've been emotionally abused. And then when I thought about it, I'm like, you're right. I never looked at it that way. Well, that could be what's happening here to you. You may find yourself taking on more work, putting forward more effort. Like, you're going to do things to counteract what came up here. You are. You may say, hey, give me more hours at work. Or, hey, I'm going to start my own business. Or, hey, I'm going to start my own platform, on a video platform on the internet somewhere. Like, and you're going to be like, you're going to fix it. You're going to fix whatever this is, whatever happened to you, whatever has been sadness, loss, regret, this heartbreak, this disappointment. You're going to solve it, resolve it, at least for your own life. You're going to fix it, Capricorn. So try not to let this get you down. You're actually, think of yourself, envision yourself like the phoenix rising from the ashes. I'm dead serious. I would picture that. If you can't think of an image of it, you could go look at the movie Harry Potter Harry Potter 5. In Harry Potter 5, when they come to take Dumbledore away to the prison, and he's like, oh, you're under the impression I'm going to come quietly? Because he didn't go quietly. He clapped his hands over his head, and his phoenix came and whisked him away. So if you want to see that scene, that's the scene for Capricorns to think about in October of 2021. Capricorn sun, moon, and rising sign, because I don't know who this is going to speak to the strongest. So the best gemstone crystal I got for you is the same gemstone crystal that Virgos got. So your sister earth sign got this, is aquamarine. And aquamarine is cleansing stone. It evokes relaxation and calm. Wow, you really need this for October. Reduces stress and calms the mind. It's associated with trusting and letting go. It can invoke tolerance of others and helps overcome judgmentalism. Aquamarine has an affinity with sensitive people. Already it sounds like the perfect stone for you this month. It's actually going to enlist the help of your spirit guides and the angelic realms. So if you believe in spirit guides and angels, this stone, wearing it as a beaded bracelet, or wearing it as a pendant, or carrying it, or sleeping with it under your pillow, it's going to invoke help from your spirit guides and angels. It's going to be an uplifting stone. It's going to be a stone that's going to be helpful for you as a catalyst for change. It's going to enliven and invigorate your spiritual mind, your spirituality, and your mind, your imagination, and your spiritual mind. It's going to put you in a more peaceful state, more tranquility, more peace, more calm, which clearly you need this month. This is also going to help you to feel physically better, especially if you ingest something that does not make you feel well. I've got to say it again, be really careful of what you eat in October. If you buy any fruits, vegetables, really wash them very, very, very well. If anything drops on the floor, screw that 3-5-second rule or whatever, 3-5-second rule. Don't do it. Throw it out. I don't care what it is. Don't eat it. Or if you are like in question, like, is this fish good still, or is it on the edge? Anything, shrimp, fish, whatever. If it's like questionable, meats, anything to do with if you eat any seafood, meat, whatever, dairy, any of that. If you are like questioning, oh, this expiration date, it's past the date by a couple of days, don't eat it. Don't eat it. I really, really, really can't impress upon you enough about how careful to be about what you eat in the month of October. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here, you can follow my Vimeo on-demand pages where I make videos for very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to give you psychic predictions and messages that will hopefully help you in a variety of different ways. I always post my most recent video series I've recorded. I put those links down below in the description box, and I'll just tell you a few of them here, but there's way more videos underneath this video than I'm going to describe to you here. So the first is the Psychic Crystal readings for the month of October 2021, where after I'm done recording your Psychic Tarot reading, I stop the video and then record looking into my crystal to give you an expansion and extension of the Psychic Tarot readings I do. So if you would like to see what else my spirit guides had to say for you for October 2021, that link is down below. The next most recent video series I've recorded is my Angels, Ancestors, and Ascended Masters Psychic Oracle card readings for these changing times for each sign of the zodiac. I used 4 different angel oracle-based cards. Those messages and predictions were very interesting, and I highly recommend, if you get them, if you can do it, to also get your rising sign. My Uranus retrograde in Taurus from August 2021 through January of 2022. We're all being affected by this Uranus retrograde in Taurus. I found those messages to be very helpful to me. Hopefully you'll find they will be helpful to you as well. The Horseshoe Tarot Spread Psychic Tarot readings, where I did a 7-card layout for each sign of the zodiac, which focused on past influences, current influences, present situations, suggestions, and outcomes. There's a lot of messages there in those 7-card Horseshoe Tarot spreads. Also, my mid-year love update for 2021, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings. Those go out 6 months in time. I recorded them in, I believe, June or July. So they go out to the end of this year of 2021. So they are still in play. And my mid-year Psychic Tarot update for 2021 for each sign of the zodiac, where I did the center of the Celtic cross for each sign of the zodiac. If you haven't checked that out, you might want to do so. As I said, there are several other video series I'm linking below. I'm not going to describe them all. If you might want to check them out and see if you haven't gotten any of them yet, you might want to do so. Also, if you would like to help support the readings I do here for my YouTube channel, I have a donations link which is connected to PayPal. And I want to say thank you so much to those of you who have been so kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does help a lot and it does mean a lot. So thank you so very much for that. If you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use tarot cards, oracle cards, angel cards, and my crystal. And usually these predictions and messages are in writing. They're not done by each sign of the zodiac. It's a general message for all, and many people find that they resonate with those messages. There's 5 paragraphs there with lots of predictions and messages. You might want to check them out and see if any of them resonate with you. I'd love to see you on my social media pages. So I hope you have an absolutely outstanding month of October, all the signs of the zodiac out there. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.